What's up, y'all? It's your boy Roscoe P, another one of my tales from overseas. First off, I just want to say happy holidays to everybody out there. Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, happy. And happy New Year, man. We back in 2024. Want to drop this one. A little Roscoe P, Tales from Overseas gem for y'all for the new year. You know, we starting up the new year with a bang. Put out some more videos, more content. Thank you all for subscribing. Hey, if you like this content, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends, let people know. This tale comes to you guys from Tokyo. I'm going to talk about my first interaction or an interaction with some Yakuza guys and how what's going on with Johnny Somali kind of is making me understand, or I already understood it, but makes you understand how when you go to another country, you have to be on your best behavior because you really don't know what's going on and what's happening. So I was in Shibuya. I'm walking down the street. I have a friend of mine with me. And we're just strolling, and we're in a back street of Shibuya. At the time, I lived in Shibuya, and I wanted to get back to my apartment. A friend of mine was coming back with me, so walking down the street, see another one of my friends, Japanese guy, and the guy I was with was an American. He was like maybe his first trip to Japan or second trip. The Japanese guy I'd known for a while, played basketball with him, so saw him, dapped him up, talked to him, and we're all three of us now are walking down the street, this back alley, and I see this guy, and this guy is flanked by two dudes, one dude on this side, one dude on this side, and he's wearing a white full-length fur coat, with glasses on, with like these heavy sunglasses. It's not like a thin coat. It's a big full-length fur, right? And first thing in my mind, I'm like, man, this dude over here, all right. First thing in my mind is that old Nelly song, Pimp Juice, comes off, And I'm sitting there watching this guy walk. Now, the thing that's kind of throwing me off is the two guys that are flanking him. When people are walking, they are like pushing them out the way, like move. Like people are getting close to the guy and they're shoving him out the way. And these guys weren't like small Japanese guys. These guys were kind of like a little bit bulkier, because normally Japanese, I'm 6'4", so they're small, but these guys were bulky. Like they had size. You could tell they had some size to them. And I'm like, that's like really weird. So my Japanese friend grabs me by the arm and pulls me to the side. He's like, come on, man, let's get out their way. I'm like, well, I don't even know what's going on right now. Like, what's happening? He's like, yo, yeah, you just avoid him. So my boy, who's not really there, he's like, yo, what's up? Like, what's this guy got a fur coat? He's talking. And as the guys get closer, one of the guys pushes him out the way. You can tell he starts to get upset. He's like, yo, what? He's like, yo, the fuck are you touching me? And, went in off the rails, and the guy's like, and so one of the guys turns around, and he's like, he's saying what are you saying in Japanese, and it sounds really aggressive. And so the Japanese guy, my friend, comes over. He's like he's apologizing, and the guy's like talking to him, like being all kind of aggressive and everything, and then he comes back to me. He's like, yo, get your friend, please. So I get him. I'm like, yo, he was like, yo, what's going on? My friend's getting all irate. And I'm like, bro, I don't know what's happening. The culture, I don't know what's going on, but we got to defer to my boy. Like, he knows what's going on. He's Japanese. He's aware. We end up going to get something to eat, right? It simmers down. A guy walks off. Three guys walk off. We walk off our way. Come to find out that guy was like some sort of Yakuza boss walking down the street. Those were kind of, I guess, his enforcers. And it was, so the Japanese bodyguard is telling him that, like, yo, we will beat all three of you guys up right here, right now. And I'm like, so he's telling us like how we just narrowly avoided it just because of the comment And what my boy had said to him, like, "What are you doing? You can't push me." And I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't need that." And I had to explain to my boy, I'm like, "Yo, you gotta calm down. Like, we don't know what's going on. You know, you gotta let things slide. You gotta kind of let things rock out. You know, if it's not anything." I learned a long time ago that if it doesn't put you in danger or your family in danger, it's not that serious, right? And I'm talking about like in physical danger, mortal danger, anything. It's not that serious, and you can let a lot of things, kind of slide. And and through my journey doing martial arts, I've learned that it's not that serious. And the more you know, the less you want to do. The less you want to physically get into an altercation with people. And it's a sign of strength just to kind of walk away from things. And especially when you're in another country, right? You have to go into places and act like you're a guest in that house. That's the best way I can explain it, right? Like I wouldn't go to somebody's house and put my feet on the couch and Rick James it up, right? I wouldn't do that. I would, be respectful, take my sneakers off, ask, do things in somebody else's house, and go to another country is the same way. You cannot go there and think that things are going to go down the same way when you are at home. They're not. They're just not. It was uneventful past that part, but I just found that to be kind of a weird story, that, something, a misunderstanding could have gone down a lot differently had there been, you know, had my Japanese friend not been there to explain things to us, had, you know, anything gone down, So, yeah, man. And that was maybe my second or third interaction with Yakuza. I've had a couple interactions with them in during my tenure. Some of them were good. Some of them were some of them were like that, but some of them were great. Like just sitting at a bar and you know just drinking it up with them and just kicking it with them, and they're cool dudes, man. But that's a story for another time. Right now, yo, this has been your boy Roscoe P. It's another one of my tales from overseas. If you like this content, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one.